U.S. Rep. Yadira Caraveo lost despite per-vote spending that reached $151 compared to $96 for winner Gabe Evans. More than $80 million was spent on Colorado's 8 congressional races this election cycle, final campaign filings and independent spending reports show, but that money wasn't spread evenly across the districts. The closely fought 8th Congressional District, where Republican state lawmaker Gabe Evans unseated incumbent Democratic U.S. Rep. Yadira Caraveo by less than 2,500 votes, accounted for nearly half of the total spending of $40 million. Of that, $29 million was spent by outside groups in the 8th, which covers the North Denver suburbs up through Greeley. It was one of the 10 most expensive congressional races in the country, according to campaign finance tracker OpenSecrets.org. Much of the remaining money focused on the western slope-based 3rd Congressional District, where Democrat Adam Frisch nearly unseated Republican Rep. Lauren Boebert in 2022 would face a new GOP nominee this time, and the Eastern Plains 4th Congressional District. That traditionally ruby-red Republican district is where Boebert ran in this cycle. Campaigns filed their post-election reports by Thursday night with the Federal Election Commission. In the 8th District, the spending showed a clear tilt toward Caraveo, the incumbent in the state's newest seat. Her campaign directly spent more than $8 million, records show, while outside groups spent more than $16 million to either boost her or tear down Evans. In all, more than $151 was spent for each of the 160,871 general election votes she received. Evans spent more than $2.5 million directly, while another $13 million was spent by outside groups, or about $96 total for each of his 163,320 votes. Gabe Evans was the only candidate in the country to beat a Democratic incumbent in a state Kamala Harris won because we ran a disciplined campaign with the best candidate in the country, Evans' campaign spokesperson Tyler Moore said in a statement Friday. Despite being massively outspent, Gabe's message as a cop, soldier, husband, father, and Latino resonated with everyday Coloradans who want good jobs, affordability, and safe communities. Caraveo's campaign did not respond to a request for comment. The flipped seat will split Colorado's congressional delegation between 4 Democrats and 4 Republicans despite the state's distinctly blue shift in recent elections. It also will give Republicans a slight buffer in Washington, D.C., where the party will enter the next term with a 220 to 215 seat majority in Congress. The 8th District is one of the most competitive in the nation, and the political parties and House leadership spent like their potential majorities depended on it. The Congressional Leadership Fund, a Republican-affiliated super PAC, and the National Republican Congressional Committee spent a combined $9.6 million to boost Evans' campaign. The House Majority PAC, the Democrats' Super PAC, and the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee likewise combined for about $8 million to support Caraveo. The partisan groups were 4 of the top 5 outsider spenders. The Pro-Crypto Political Action Committee Fair Shake rounded out the top 5 with about $2.2 million spent to boost Caraveo.